Cameron. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome co-founder of Synapse, Mr. Brian Kornfeld.
Thank you very much, Tamron. And for those of you who have not gone to go see the SoftWorks facility yet, please take 30 minutes out of your busy lives over the next few weeks. It is a hidden gem of our ecosystem. It is an amazing place. It is very inspiring. So I'm here to actually talk about the Innovation Challenge, and piggybacking on what Tamron was saying with their Teamworks platform and what the Innovation Challenge can mean for an ecosystem overall. And I'm going to give you the example of Cincinnati. Cincinnati is the home of Procter & Gamble. It's the home of Macy's. It's the home of a lot of consumer and retail product goods, not exactly known as a hotbed of innovation. Ernst & Young came out with an article called The Power of Five. And in The Power of Five, it actually talked about the method behind the madness of how ecosystems within the startup and innovation culture is built. The ecosystems they focused on were Silicon Valley, New York, Chicago, Tel Aviv, and Cincinnati, South Ohio. In Cincinnati, these companies, these Procter & Gamble's, Macy's, they started doing these things called innovation challenges, where they'd offer prize money to help solve some of their biggest problems, $1,000, $5,000, $50,000. But what it started to do was truly a large benefit for the overall ecosystem. Through that, their problems were solved. They built a merger and acquisition pipeline. Prize money, there was financial infusion that went straight back into the ecosystem. And they built these incubators and these co-working spaces, all based off of the actual needs of the system. Built-in customers, one of the biggest problems of an ecosystem, that Cincinnati now had their problem solved. Cincinnati's not the only one to do this. This has actually been around for a while, with one of the biggest ones ever being the X Prize. The Ansari X Prize originally was a $10 million prize for whoever could create a reusable space vehicle that could go up into orbit twice within a 2-week span and land safely. It was quite an accomplishment for multiple reasons, and they didn't even realize it at the time. But when you compare it to when the space shuttle was first built, it was 20% faster to build, there was 5 times the number of options, and it was at 1% the total cost. The amount of money that can be saved by going through this route, the outside-the-box thinking of innovation, instead of going through the typical R&D process, is incredible to see. It's faster, it's more efficient, you get more options, and you also get to keep the intellectual property at the end, which is always a concern for people, that whether or not the intellectual property truly goes back to the innovator or whether it goes to the company, you're the one paying for it. And also in the end, it really builds that acquisition pipeline. And the acquisition pipeline is a big deal. And if you look at what happened with the X Prize here, the winner, Mojave Aerospace Systems, ended up getting acquired by Virgin Galactic and Richard Branson. So what can we do about it here in Florida and in Tampa Bay? We have the elements. We have some of the best companies here. We have top industries. These core big companies are our backbone. SOCOM, SoftWorks, everything that takes place. And we really can utilize these to help infuse this financial stability. We can help infuse these challenges into our system. And we're already starting to see some of these successful challenges right here at Synapse. So if some of you have been paying attention over the last few weeks, we've actually launched 3 different challenges. ConnectWise has a challenge and a hackathon to build a digital platform. There's a social entrepreneurship pitch, and Metropolitan Ministries Innovation Challenge for Social Good. We're giving out over $10,000 worth of prizes over these 2 days. And as we launch our platform, the Synapse platform that Mark was talking about earlier today, we're going to see a larger infusion of these challenges coming out that the whole ecosystem can help to use. So think about it. Think about the way that you innovate. If you're here with a corporation, try to think outside the box. Crowdsourcing of innovation is one way to truly get better results. It is proven. I encourage all of you to think about this. I encourage all of you to think about the challenges that are ahead of us with this ecosystem. Let's take those challenges and let's make Tampa Bay and the state of Florida the next great entrepreneurial ecosystem in the world. Thank you.
Y'all.